And I will check out the rest of the house, and once I've finished, then I'll come and help you guys.
I plop down on the couch and start checking out videotapes.
I'm going to check the fridge and check the freezer.
I'm going to assume you're making a thorough search. I'm just going to assume you're doing it. You know how to fucking search.
Yeah.
TJ, give me a simple electronics roll to get the ancient VHS working correctly, because it's one of those things that's just baffling to you.
Shit.
Okay, I succeeded in my accounting role for the long term.
I'm gonna get back to you. You're going through the paperwork like a boss.
Hey, Josh.
I'm gonna help him operate the VCR.
Hey, Josh, I got this first tape stuck in here.
It keeps going in, and then it comes out on its own, and then you put it back in, it comes out on its own. It's very frustrating.
You have
to stop. Already.
You have to stop pressing this button with the arrow.
Putting it in
word arrow.
Putting in the wrong way. You put it in with the flap away.
Right. Had it in reverse.
Okay.
Right.
I succeed in showing him how to use the VCR.
Go back to your paperwork, no problem. He's scanning through the tapes quickly. There's no porn. It's mostly like home movies, family home movies.
I'm fast forwarding through the shit. The only time I stop for anything is when it is just him talking into the camera. Then I'll give it like a second or two. Is it normal shit? Is it not normal shit?
Got it. Okay, the only thing...
Sorry, I was just going to say, also keep an eye out for things such as it looks like a TV show, suddenly you got static or something, and then it's like a home video or somebody with a camera walking around or recording something. That's strange.
Yeah, no problem. You find out on the, as far as the apartment goes, the only interesting thing, Pete, is the keys that you have picked up already. It looks like there's 23 different keys. Some look fairly, although not wildly unusual. There's a vehicle key, a few padlocks, a tubular lock key, etc. Other than that, the house has nothing that you give a shit about. And you looked in all kinds of interesting hiding places. You haven't started disassembling the house.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know if you'd go to that extent. Does this apartment building look like the type that might have storage in the basement or anything like that?
You have severe doubts.
Okay, because that was my only thought, was potentially he might have a lock.
I mean,
there might be a locker room downstairs or something.
Now that you've got his keys, you can get into and out of the front door easily. So, you go poking around, checking, check his mail, all that shit. No storage in the basement. Take card for storage in the basement, though. A lot of people forget about that.
I got an idea that might help you.
Yeah, I was just because of the tubular lock, I thought might have, and padlocks seem to be the sort of thing you'd have on that sort of stuff.
I got an idea.
Yeah, what's that?
We got 48 hours, right?
Yep.
Chose Eddie Murphy. Shit.
How's about you give me those keys, and while the two of you toss this place, I'll go make a copy of the set of keys.
All right, if you want, so you can replace them. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
So that'll put Pete onto VHS duty then.
Yep. All right.
Okay. No worries.
Okay, 1 second.
Let's see. Right, Tim, mark off $60. You've got a copy of every key.
I come back, and maybe like an hour later, I come back, or whenever.
Takes a couple hours because they got like, oh, where's this key?
Yeah.
But no problem. Yeah, I actually have made replacement keys for people in the past. No worries. Now, Russ, from going through the paperwork, and a lot more quickly than people might think possible, you discovered only one interesting thing. It looks as though this Foster guy owned a cabin out in the woods. It's about 4 hours away by car. You've got maps. The deed isn't here, but you've got papers that give you the location and stuff like that.
Okay. Do I have a notepad or anything?
And also, that's one of the two things you found. The other thing is that this guy has only got approximately 2 months left of prepaid rental. It looks like he's been paying for rental on this. It's like a storage. What the hell is it called when you rent? Like what?
Locker.
Yeah, not just locker. Big thing
one of those
walk
roller
into.
door. One of those
Oh,
roller
okay,
door
storage
things.
shed, right.
Yeah, he's been paying for that for literally decades. Only
Shed
2
or
months
unit.
left. What?
Shed or unit.
A unit,
Storage
storage unit in a storage unit, like one of those warehouse things. So
Right, we
that'll
should
explain
definitely toss
probably.
that.
That'll explain probably some of the keys.
maybe. Yeah. And then now, Tim, as you're coming back from upstairs, the little old lady goes, "Hello."
Hello,
She's
ma'am.
ambushed hallway. Are you new here? Are you moving in?
Oh, me?
Yes.
No. I'm not moving in. Got a friend I'm moving in.
Oh, which apartment?
I give her the apartment number of the gentleman who died.
Oh, it's so tragic how it's happened there. I didn't know his things were moved out. Is his family already come and moved
Oh,
them
his
out?
stuff
I'm
isn't
sure.
moved out yet. His stuff isn't moved out yet now.
She's holding a little kick dog.
I look at it. Nice dog.
It growls at you. It's a terrible shame about that poor Mr. Foster. He wasn't found for 3 days. It's a real pity.
Yeah, it's a good thing somebody found him.
Yes. Oh. She looks at you. So what do you do for a living?
Ma'am, I understand how some of the elderly like to talk to people, but some of us younger folk got stuff we got to do still.
Oh.
So I'm going to keep carrying on if you don't mind.
I see. She pets her dog nervously.
Sorry, ma'am.
I understand.
Are you close?
Oh, well, not terribly, no.
Right. Well, enjoy your day, ma'am. Have a wonderful day.
All right. She looks a bit sad and goes into her apartment.
You've broken her heart.
Fucker.
He comes back in. There's nothing else interesting. Even the videotapes are like, my God, this guy recorded some Jeopardy shows and stuff.
Okay.
Wheel of Fortune.
All right, I take care to put back everything the way I found it and write down the address and the storage shed information on a spare piece of paper or wherever that is in the office.
Done.
I also take the pen and a spare sheet of paper.
Great. Done.
Did
There's
you note down
plenty
the
of-
details of the cabin?
Yeah,
we
he's
have
got
the
all
address
that
of the
shit.
cabin.
All right.
He's got address, directions, and all that shit to both.
All right. All right. I'm going to attempt something. I'm going to attempt as soon as I find where the damn spell is. Where is it? There it is. Would this be considered a one-bedroom equivalent to a one-bedroom house or a two-bedroom house?
2.
2. One's an office.
Yeah, I know, but because it's an apartment, I wasn't sure if it'd be considered to be small equivalent from a size perspective. Oh, that's quite
2.
expensive spell. Yes, I have magic points for that. Let's give it a shot.
Ooh. Pete goes, I am the very motto of a modern major general.
One of these days. One of these days. Yay!
All right.
And let me
He's
just
still the very motto of a modern major general.
put that in there so it actually has the right name.
And then his head explodes.
No, damn
Showering
it.
you both.
Didn't work.
Damn.
Well, you can always try again.
No, I cannot.
Ooh. Heavy magic. Got it.
Yes. Basically, it's a spell that dirties a building, dirties an apartment.
No.
So it destroys fingerprints, screws up DNA evidence, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, we should wipe down everything.
No, I mean, unless people expect it. I mean, there was paramedics, there was police in here. There'd be lots of foreign fingerprints.
I'd still like to wipe them down.
Okay.
I look at my black hands. Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
He has a
mean,
point.
I mean, if we've done our job properly, nobody's going to know we've been here.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair
there's a
enough.
little old lady across the way knows we're here.
Oh, she knows we've passed, but if there's nothing taken, like, you know, we've cut the keys, so we've returned the keys.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we've returned the videos to wherever they are.
It's taken several hours. It's dusk
Yeah.
outside, but you guys feel that you're done here.
Yep. We shall move on.
Hold on. He's almost
Nope.
at the final round here in Jeopardy. Want to see if this guy wins.
Oh no! I pressed the. No.
Damn it.
All right.
I kind of know.
You go through life not knowing. He's like, do we have lifelines? The guy's like, that's a different game show. He's like, God damn it. So, you guys going to bugger off from this place and go to a different place?
Yes.
Just a quick spot hidden. Or is
Not
that
needed.
we tossed it? Not needed. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're golden here. The GM's
cool.
telling you get the fuck out. You are,
Yeah,
you are
the
done here.
GM's basically saying we're cool.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go. Ha! You didn't search under the fridge. Fuck you. No.
Okay, well, you do that sometimes. So.
I am
Thank
a
you.
dick, but right now I'm telling you, you're done in the goddamn apartment. You can leave whenever you want.
All right.
Did anybody want the skill plus 10% before I ditch it?
No, sir. No, sir.
All right.
You're good.
Where to?
I mean, some of the other cards could possibly be useless, but it's it.
I'm thinking the
Okay.
storage shed first. It's probably closer
Yes.
than the cabin. Is that right?
Yes.
And we'll see whether or not depending on the accessibility of it, if it's a 24-hour accessible place or what they go with it.
It is. It says it like Earl's 24-hour accessibility storage sheds or whatever. So yeah, you're pretty confident.
All right. We'll drive if it's one that you can drive in. Do we want to drive in and park in front of the storage locker?
The storage units have like garage doors. Is that kind of unit?
Yeah, is it a
you've got
building or a open area one?
Well, now keep in mind, Russ has got all the information he needs because it's all in, like, he found a folder. The guy was pretty organized. Apparently he's some sort of accountant or some shit. So you guys get up to a gate and it's got like barbed wire, security cameras. Russ leans out and goes beep, 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 and taps in the code because he's in the driver's seat because he knows how to fucking drive. You guys are still impressed with his ability to drive. And then the gate goes, and then you guys drive over. And you could, if the storage shed is empty, it is conceivable that you might be able to get the vehicle in there. You might have to lube it up with something. It's a little bit small for a vehicle, but you can pull up right in front of it. It's dark, although when you pull up to the area, then like motion detector light goes on. So it's just near area. And according to The Rock, according to the paperwork, the light stays on for like an hour. So you've got an hour and then you have to move the car to make the light come back on because it'll go off after an hour.
Yeah, we've already been on camera here.
Well, you have. The other two, maybe.
Right.
Plus, you guys are all wearing dark shades as far as I know. And you're
I'm
black.
also wearing someone else's skin.
Right, that's even better.
I'm going to make another counter surveillance roll just to get a general idea of what the security in the place looks like. That's a fail.
Perfect. Yes, it is tight.
Fort Knox.
That's a fumble. It's not Fort Knox. Okay, so who's got the keys? That'd be you, right?
I start flipping through all.
Maddox, you got the keys?
I start flipping through all the keys. Colburn is my first name.
I think we should call each other by our last names, given how we're dressed.
True.
How can you argue with that?
Yeah. So Maddox starts flipping through all the keys.
No problem. Yeah, you find several potential keys for getting into this padlock, and you begin trying them out. And this key here fits like a glove.
Immediately snap it in half. No, I open the lock.
No problem. You open the lock and then you lift up the door, and there is all kind like there's a light switch and stuff you could turn on if you want, or you could blunder around in the dark because you have no flashlights.
We will
Or you
turn
could
the
use
light
like a
on.
roadside flare if you want to be overly dramatic and go like,
You're in the jungle. Yeah, no. Yeah, nah. We'll turn on the light.
no problem. There's all kind of weird shit in the shed. I'm going to read off some of the stuff here because there's a lot of obviously useless shit like he stores his Christmas tree here. I'm skipping that bullshit. But here's the list. There's an unlocked set of what appears to be black titanium handcuffs. There is no keyhole or release of any sort on the cuffs, nor do you have a key for it. There's a full-size flag. It's similar to the American flag, except the 50 stars have been replaced by swastikas. It's sun-bleached and worn as though it's seen heavy use. This is the part you're not on no-brainer for, in case you didn't realize, TJ. Okay. There's also a painted portrait in an elaborate frame that looks like it could be quite old. Unsigned, it looks to be the work of a clever amateur. The subject is of a man sitting. His face is thin with narrow eyes and unusually red mouth, who looks to be near 40. He's wearing rich clothes of red velvet and silk and a gold chain of a square metal of an insignia hanging around his neck. He's got an hourglass, but he's holding it horizontally to prevent the sand from going one end to the other in his right hand. And his left is on an open book on which page some of the writing is discernible. The insignia on the metal is a clock face without hands. And the writing is apparently in French. Does anybody speak French?
We all speak it and learn.
Good answer. Go ahead and give it a rock, or give it a try rock, or everybody.
You didn't know you could speak French, did you?
It translates to roughly or loosely, I shall avoid pleasure and damnation. So, weird painting, old-timey guy, hourglass book. Maybe he's French. There's also a book that has 3 locks that it's got like metal clamps, and it's locked with 3 different locks, and it's got a sticky note on it and says, warning, do not read this book. The locks are old style. Anybody wanting to pick them is at a bonus. The book itself looks very old with a cover made out of thick wood that is covered with like engraved eyes in it. There don't appear to be any pages. So pretty much you open it up like if it wasn't bound, and the only pages would be the insides of these same wood slats that is the cover. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Cool. And let's see, there is also the last interesting item. It is a small statue. It's about this big, about as big as like a small loaf of bread. That is looks like some sort of carved in Oriental style. Looks like it might be made from green jade. It's made to resemble a crouching winged hound, sphinx-like, but with definite canine features. And around the base of the statue are tiny words in a strange language. It's about, it's too big for your pocket also.
Strange language.
Let me see if I can find that picture of it too. I may actually have that.
So a crouching winged hound.
Correct.
Failed my linguistics. I don't know what it is. Is it something where we could use Cthulhu Mythos?
Yes, sure. Why not? There it is. There's a picture. Hold on, I'll stick a picture in so you guys can see the photo. Well, when I say photo.
All I'm seeing is a sleeve stack.
Okay, look to where the picture of Yana normally is.
Oh, bitch. That is
And
beautiful.
I rolled a 0-1 on my Cthulhu Mythos.
Wow.
Cool.
You're thinking that this looks like a Cho-Cho statue.
Oh, as in TCHO.
Correctamundo.
This is a statue from the Cho-Cho.
Everybody give me
The,
danger sense rolls, by the way.
The cannibalistic midgets that a friend of mine married one of them.
I'm fine.
Neat.
Don't eat the... Yep, I'm looking for danger sense.
6 cents.
6, thank you. Yes, damn it.
Right, to everybody except Rock, you're thinking evil statue. Just pretty obvious.
Who's a good doggy? You're a good doggy with wings.
Do you want to pet it to make it a good doggy, or?
Yeah, I'll pet it.
Put
Good
down the statue.
We're taking the statue with us. This is one of the objects we can't leave here. Along
yeah.
with
The book.
the book, the flag, the painting.
When
the
he pets
handcuffs.
it, Rock, give me a spot hidden roll when you're petting it.
Oh, the writing, by the way. Were any of us able to read it?
Yeah,
Part 1 Cthulhu Mythos.
That tells him something about statue, but does not allow him to read the writing. But
Do we get to attempt to read the writing, as we can read
Sure.
anything?
Sure. Rock, you notice when you petted it, it sparkled just a little bit of sparkly, like, I'm magic, look at me, over here, that kind of thing.
Did you guys see that sparkle?
Please stop playing with the demon dog.
Don't. It's dangerous, Rock. Don't.
Is it? Okay. I won't touch it anymore. But when I stroked its luxurious fur, it sparkled.
It's green jade. It doesn't have fur.
Yeah, but it's like a statue that's got fur.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't pet the statue, please.
Okay.
Everybody else is like, that's evil as fuck. He's like petting it.
Yeah. I start loading all that shit in the trunk.
Which shit specifically would you like to load in the trunk? Sorry.
The handcuffs, the
Done.
flag, the
Done.
painting.
Okay, that's a bit tricky. You're gonna have to take it out of the frame for that.
Yeah. The book and the statue.
So he's right. To load the statue, you have to pick up the statue.
I will pick up the statue and
No, stop. Don't touch it.
All right.
Let the rock touch it. He's already been fucking around with it. Let all that bad juju stay on him.
Unless there's something we can find that you can pick it up with without you physically touching it with your hands.
Could wrap it in the flag.
Yes, or there's other stuff in here. That's just the stuff of interest.
Yeah,
right. But the flag is an obvious.
Is there like an old belt or something like that, or?
Rock wraps it up in the flag and sticks it in the trunk.
Okay.
He seems really comfortable with the statue. By the way, Rock, give me essence times 1, just out of curiosity here.
I have.
Some sort of magical effect has been done on me, says Rock. I wish I knew what it was. Oh well.
You're welcome, McKay.
No, I'm forgetting to take my checks. Counting.
Awkward.
Yep. Yeah. So we load up the car.
Done. You guys are, you've searched the storage shed as thoroughly as can be done. Nothing else is really of interest or value here. You are happy. You've got the stuff. It's all loaded in the trunk.
All right, full-size flags, swoosh stickers instead of stars.
Yeah, that one's weird.
Yeah, painting painted portrait, unsigned, men sitting, year 40, red velvet.
Oh, the portrait. That's a problem because you're going to have to unframe it in order to roll it up and get it in there. Or you could just fucking make it fit, like cracking the frame and folding it up, I guess.
Is there? Excuse me. So it's too big that we could do it sideways and slide it in on the back into the back seat.
It's a bit awkward, yeah.
All right.
Like I said, if you just break it in half and fold it, that'll definitely fit.
Oh, look, we'll look around and see if we can find something that allows us.
Hold on. I opened the back of the painting, the back panel. Is there something in between the back panel and the actual painting itself?
Card for your cleverness? No, there isn't. It does get more awkward though because the painting itself is not on canvas; it's like on a thin board. So, in order to get it, basically you'd have to break the painting in half. Then you can get it in the trunk. Because now, if nobody was in the back seat and the seat could fold down, then it would go in. But the seat doesn't fold down, and there's somebody in the back seat.
Does it look like it's going to rain?
Yes, I was thinking that.
No, it doesn't.
Is there stuff in here we can use to tie it to the roof of the car?
Got it. No problem. Does anybody have any kind of specialized rope skill or whatever?
Not anymore.
Knots and ropes, anything like that? Knot tying, anything?
Is that writing?
Yeah, of course.
No.
All right. You guys, now, the good news and bad news. The windows have to be down a little bit. You can no longer use the doors. You have to go in and out through the windows, but that fucker is lashed to the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Unless somebody wants to make a roll on the knot tying to do it in a more clever fashion.
Can I use my survival skill at a penalty?
Sure, go for it at half, and then we'll laugh at you.
All right.
No.
Right, that fucker is lashed to the roof. It's got garbage bags and shit wrapped around it and all that kind of stuff. So
looks great.
Yeah, the windows are down so you can get into the vehicle. It looks like basically two black guys and a really shifty-looking white guy are stealing something, and they've lashed it to the roof to drive off with it. That's what it looks like right now.
The key ring, does it have any keys that look like they would work for the book?
No.
Beautiful.
But like I said, you do get bonuses and stuff.
Nope. As long as we don't have keys for it, that's good.
That'll keep Colburn away from it for a little longer. He's obviously wanting to take a look at the book.
Under no circumstances.
It's only got 2 pages in it.
I do not follow the theory that if there's a button, you have to push it.
You could leave it for the RPCs and take off the sticky note or put it on a different one and says, vital clue within. Do not open.
Unless you fail your danger sense roll.
Oh, no, that's just for the statue.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tricky because on one hand, it's got eyes on it, and eyes seem to be something cropping up. And the painting with the hourglass on the side seems to match some of the stuff we've been finding.
Right. I was thinking the hourglass on its side would look like an infinity symbol, which was always in that symbol.
Yes, exactly.
You guys are smashing through this quick enough that you might have time to take Colburn, the survivalist, to Voras, the place where you need a survivalist, and have a good old time if you felt like it.
Well, I suspect we're going to be going to a cabin in the woods.
Yep.
Later.
Well, there is that.
I sure hope there are Smurfs there.
That's right.
No, thank you. But yes, on one hand, I'm thinking, is this book something similar to? Did Freddie look at something like this book, and that's why he's got something in his eye? Because the fact that it's got eyes on it, or is it linked into whatever the stuff about the eyes and the infinity symbol and stuff? which case we do need to look at it to learn more.
Right.
So I'm of two minds of whether or not to open it and whether or not to.
What's that
attempt
note
to
say
open
on
it.
the book?
Danger, don't open, or something along those lines.
High voltage.
Mm-hmm.
Given the
warning, do not read this book. That's what sticky note says.
I think maybe we should, follow the warning.
The book itself smells like dust, old leather, and rot.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're.
Fortunately, from the trunk, so.
I don't think we need to investigate the stuff. I think we just need to return it to whomever.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, I know.
And at that moment, the big light goes out.
Click. All right. Close the
Well,
garage
that's
door.
ominous.
Close the garage door.
Lock it,
Done and done.
and away we go.
You guys
Off to
all
the cabin.
climb in through the windows of the car, and Rock drives you out smoothly. He gets to the gate. There's only one button on this side. You just push it, and it just opens.
Hey, Rock, do me a favor.
Yeah, what's that?
Let's test the bindings before we get in traffic. Go ahead and speed up a little bit and slap on the brakes.
All right, I do so.
Yeah, like I said, it is lashed to the fucking roof.
Just it's through the windows like a bunch of idiots.
Yeah. Now, if you if you have to stop with, like, if you're going like down the highway and you slam into another car, no guarantees on whether it will stay on the roof or not. It may not.
What's the aerodynamics of, like, if we get on a highway, is it gonna fly off?
I don't suggest going over like 40 miles an hour while you've got it on there.
Right. Okay. I follow that rule then for the rest of the adventure while it's on the roof.
No worries. Yeah. Nobody seems to be following you for some reason. It's really upsetting to you, Rock. You keep checking the rearview mirror, and if they are following you, they've got their fucking lights off and shit. It's nighttime now, and you guys are heading to
The cabin in the woods.
You guys are heading out there. As you drive toward the cabin, fuck me. Fuck my life, you think, as a couple of drops of rain begin to fall.
Well, luckily, got this thing up here. Actually, how populated is the area we're driving through?
Driving through? Not very.
Even better, how far have we gotten from the place we were just at?
Half an hour? Maybe an hour?
What are you thinking?
Fucking let's go to the rental place and rent a fucking storage unit.
It's middle of the night.
Yeah.
Some
Good
of those are
idea,
20
though.
for 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You have a 24-hour access, but sure as fuck nobody's showing up this late at night.
All right, fair enough.
Good idea. Maybe tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, let's just
Unless we get a hotel room or something.
let's just pull over and grab a hotel room.
Yeah, find a drive-up motel, hotel, whatever.
No
Okay.
problem. You guys pull into a Motel 6. Eventually you find one.
Wait, hold, stop. We've only got how much time?
48 hours until the relatives come, but
Oh, then, yeah, then it might be longer. All right.
Yeah, we don't have to rest here. We just have to remove the objects and put them in the room, put the painting in the room for the moment, for example.
Painting's the only thing you're worried about because the rain is getting harder. But if you want to pull over, rent a hotel room, and then just drive on with the shit still in the car,
Yeah,
you can do that.
that's what I'm thinking we should do. Just put the painting there. Find a diner to grab some food since we haven't eaten since lunchtime.
No problem. You guys take care of all that. The Motel 6, $30 for a night. How many nights would you like to get it for?
We'll get it for 2 nights.
Great. Somebody
I got
mark
that.
off.
Got it.
how much was it? $20, $30?
I think
$30 a
TJ said
night.
he got it. It's already, the guy's already been paid.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Everybody folds up money in front of the guy. He's like, I've always wanted to be a stripper. No problem. You guys store the painting in there and then continue on your way. Earl Foster's cabin is a few hours away from his apartment by car. After going along mostly paved roads, you guys then are going to go over a cattle grate. No cows in sight. And there's also a sign posted here.
What's the sign say?
It says chimp. And da-da-da. The three guys wearing sunglasses, dark suits, white shirts, and ties all look at the sign and go,
Oh, that's not good.
Now the question is it duck season or rabbit season?
It's wabbit season.
I think it's duck season.
Wabbit season.
Duck season.
Wabbit season.
Anyway,
Right.
we can keep doing this, but
Hold on.
Oh, you didn't get to the point where I get to say duck season.
yes,
what
I know.
year is
It's
it?
Elmer Fudd season.
Have we discovered what year it is yet?
Yeah, 2000.
Fucking A. Let's go find a Walmart.
We're out in the middle of the woods, aren't we?
What's your idea?
I know what you're thinking. Let's go get some orange blaze, but we are in the woods. We could drive for a couple of hours. It was a 4-hour drive to get here.
We're gonna fucking die. We're black guys wearing dark fucking suits in the
Wearing
woods.
sunglasses.
Are we
drive
in white
the car.
shirts?
We drive the car with our headlights on, so people are going to see the car and aren't going to shoot at the car.
Just shooting the shit out of the car. Black
In
guys
which
in the
case-
car.
In which case, it won't matter if we're wearing orange blaze or not.
Logan, are we in white shirts?
Yes, underneath your dark suits, you are.
We could just take our jackets off. I think the white would be pretty visible.
Mm-hmm.
It'll help.
Yeah.
What state are we in?
Illinois.
Illinois,
Oh, okay. Whew! Feel a lot safer now. All right.
not Montana.
Mhm.
Feeling a lot safer now.
I think
we're
he's
not
more
we're
worried
not
about
down
being in
south.
the south.
We're not down south.
Yeah, if you were down south, chances are good you'd already be dead.
Montana's just as bad. Anyway,
Really?
yeah, that's where they, isn't that where they had that standoff where they had like farmers with Barrett rifles?
Yeah, but that was farmers against the landowners.
Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't farmers against the black guys.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
I'm a little daft. Got it.
Yeah.
So that's where you say you're fine because you're not black.
Yeah. Right now, yeah, you're in Chicago, so you're still used to the land of the black guys shoot the black guys.
Right.
I live in a state that I swear to God, there's times I read the news articles and I'm like, is this the fucking race riot still? What fucking? I have to check in real life my fucking timeline because I have fucking dudes with tiki torches marching in fucking towns, screaming and yelling about, pro-whitey.
Blood and soil, yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
No problem. You guys continue traveling. No drive rolls needed yet, Russ, unless you wanted to go fast on the fucking dirt road, which is not recommended, but you can do it if you want. And you're also glad that you got the painting off the top because then now you can have your windows up because the rain's just coming down. You guys travel a long way on the dirt road and you come to a fairly rickety looking 1.5 lane wide wooden bridge over a large river. And there's another sign attached to this bridge.
Of course there is.
Warning, bridge out.
Well, that would be fucked up.
Under no circumstances, use this fucking bridge.
Yeah, it looks like the bridge is pretty much the only way. There's the other sign.
Oh boy.
Hunting season.
You're not sure if they're trying to tell you something or not.
Mm.
All right, I'm thinking it might be better to wear our jackets and use stealth.
If you're black, it's probably not going to hurt because, white guys can mistake. Yeah, so much racism. Anyway, and then you guys, are you wanting to cross the bridge in the car, or you're still a ways away from the cabin? Although it looks like the river itself is definitely building up a little bit in the rain.
I'm just going to get out and get out and do a cursory inspection of the bridge.
You emerge. You realize that, do you remember if you were a black guy or a white guy?
I'm a white guy.
You stride forth confident that nobody will shoot your white ass. And you check out the bridge. It seems sturdy. Do you have any kind of engineering or architecture skills since you are out of the car and actually checking it out? The two guys who apparently are black for now know that getting out of the car could mean a rifle shot.
Let's see, architecture. I got barely an architecture.
Yeah, go for it.
Where would engineering be?
It's a write-in.
It's a write-in. Let me see if I actually took that one. No, I did not. So I'll give it an architecture check. No.
Who the fuck knows? It's not a barn. Pretty sure.
All right, I get back in the car.
All right.
Looks safe to me.
Hold on. How far from the cabin are we at this point?
You're guessing another 10, 15 minutes drive.
All right. Fuck.
Keep going.
More dirt road as you guys cross the bridge and kind of go, and everybody's got their ass cheeks clenched really tight. But you managed to get over the bridge. Listening to the bridge, if you haven't already tried your architecture roll, i.e. the other two guys, if you make a listen roll, then you can try for either architecture or engineering, your choice. It's wide open. As you're listening to the sounds of the wooden bridge that you're crossing, judging the amount of rainfall, which is continuing to increase.
All right, everybody gets an engineering roll.
I shall try for architecture.
The architect sketch.
Nope.
Oh, that was
Close.
actually close.
It's a wooden bridge.
Very
What the fuck do you know? Colburn could probably light on fire. Anyway, you guys head over it, and eventually you reach the cabin. The cabin itself is 1 story high. There's also a large shed outside of it and a pump well as an electric pump. Wires going to a shed attached to the cabin. The trees have been cut back from the cabin a good 10 meters. There's a huge septic tank near the edge of the woods. Lots of cut firewood under tarps. The cabin itself is made to look like it's built from big tree logs. It's not really, though, you can tell. It's actually just a wood cabin. Near the cabin is another sign.
Warning, hunting season. We mean it. This means you.
Your ass will be shot dead. Here's the other sign. There you go.
Yep.
Hikers, be seen. Wear orange vests or caps for safety. Hunters, be safe. Identify a target and what's beyond.
Avoid shooting towards trail areas. Nah, nobody's going to pay attention to that.
Now,
He's coming right for us.
I just like to point out,
He's coming right for us.
this is what is called foreshadowing. Most GMs are shit at foreshadowing. I try to give just a little bit by hitting them with a hammer until they go.
This foreshadowing has been so subtle.
Exactly. Exactly.
Is there any lights on?
No. So
Is there a generator?
You can't sing the song.
I believe
there is a generator. You're guessing it would be in the generator shed thing over there.
Right.
But it's a dark and stormy night as you guys pull up, expertly driven to the edge of the cabin.
Do we want to power up the generator? It'll make some noise, but we don't have flashlights.
Otherwise, we're not going to be able to search the cabin without lights.
Yeah. You guys are far enough away from everything else. You're pretty confident that unless some hunters are lurking nearby waiting for black people, which you are in the USA, there could be, that nobody will hear the generator.
Do you want to point the car towards the generator's edge?
I'm going to give
Well,
you
we could
this
point the car towards a window in the house and turn the headlights on too.
giving you a card, Russ.
Okay.
I was thinking point it towards the generator shed so somebody can see what they're doing trying to start the generator.
Was that a dissemination or something, or I need this card, Jim?
Nope. It's you only have 4 cards right now, so you do not need to.
Right. I'm just wondering if it
Oh
was
yeah,
just...
no, it's dissemination. Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got way too many cards.
You suck.
Get rid of the skill +5. All right.
Oh, you should have seen it yesterday, Pete. They had their discarded cards laid out all over the place. Triggered Freddie, and then he had to clean them up because everybody else just kept laughing. It was great.
Poor Freddie.
Oh yeah,
Poor
he
Alex.
suffers. He suffers.
And it always makes it fun when you get that pick any card in the deck and recover it card. And they're all stacked on fucking top of each other.
Does that card exist anymore?
I don't think it does.
Okay.
If you had a physical deck, it's possible. With the electronic one, take way too long.
Yeah.
All right. What to discard? Do either of you have crap cards?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. How many do you want?
No. I'll just trade you back the assistant plus D10 damage.
All right.
And just toss a card.
Accept.
So, are you wanting to go through with McKay's plan? Point the headlights at the generator shed thing so that somebody can get out, make it go.
Mr. Driver?
All right.
Right, no problem.
Headlights.
Yep, I assume that they were on because otherwise your driving roles would be getting harder.
Yeah.
But no problem. The shed is illuminated.
We got out, so
It appears to have a lock on it.
We have keys. We will
Well,
find the keys. Padlock keys.
There are several.
I get out of the vehicle and immediately announce, "Hey, motherfuckers! I'm in the woods. Don't shoot my ass."
I duck for cover as the hail of gunfire.
That's amazing.
I was waiting for you to say, I wonder where all the hunters are today.
No problem. Yeah, despite your yelling for the hunters to shoot you, they failed to do so. Apparently, their racism is countered by rain. Who knew?
yeah, it would be very surprising if they're out in the rain at 1 o'clock in the morning. Not
It's
really
a
crime hunting time.
Night. Since you've got the keys there, Colburn, you go over and play with the shed door.
Yeah, sure do.
You find the right key, unlock it. There's a big diesel generator in there. There's some diesel fuel, and there's also some other cans of gasoline, lots of them, which is odd because it says diesel only on the generator, marked clearly.
Fuck.
Give me a mechanical repair to make the diesel generator go if you want electricity.
Critical.
Nice. I will check the fuel gauge.
Oh, you got out of the car as well? I thought you were staying.
No. I got out and then Tim got out.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's fully fueled, ready to go.
Okay, we don't need to worry about fueling up.
One of my friends is out here too. Don't shoot his ass either.
Do any of the lights in the house come on when they get the generator started?
No.
Okay. McKay, I'm going to stay in the car and turn the lights out like a normal person once we get the lights on in the shed, in the house.
Yep, sure.
For right now, I'm going to shine those lights through the window for you.
Yep.
No problem. He reorients the car. You guys go over, find the correct key for the front door, go in, find a light switch, turn on, the lights come on. He turns off the car, comes in, everybody's inside and happy. It works like a fucking plan. The inside of the cabin, which is fake logs, but actually made of wood.
Oh, by the way, guys, there's a whole bunch of fucking fuel in there that's not for the generator.
Yeah, well, if we need fuel, we've got fuel, but if we need to try and deal with a dark young or something storming around the woods.
Mhm.
Other
Or if we
than
need
that,
to burn, or if we need to burn the thing to the ground.
I can't
Right.
remember. Were you with Brock? Was it you that was with myself and Alex Kinley when we had to deal with the 3 or 4 Shub-Niggurath, Stark Young Shub-Nigguraths?
Nope.
Right.
No idea what that is.
Nagroth.
Or
The
you.
last part of it, the pronunciation's important right now. It's Nagroth.
Okay, all right. Given McKay's revelation, I start looking for matches
There's
later.
back. Right.
Okay.
Here, you matches, no problem. You find it. Here's what's in the cabin at a glance. This is just the at a glance without searching anything. There's a bedroom, bathroom, living room, fireplace. The fireplace has a Franklin stove, there's a fireplace and a Franklin stove. Quaint and simple, indoor plumbing, secondhand furniture, rustic decor. Other than the generator, which you can faintly hear, it's quiet, but doesn't look like anybody's been here for a couple months. Cobwebs and such have sprouted in the corners. The rain continues slamming down on the ceiling. You wish you had things like food and shit with you, but fortunately you did stop and eat, so you won't go crazy and kill and eat each other in the next 10 minutes.
And hopefully there's cans or stuff in the cupboards.
Hopefully.
I will find get some towels.
All right, no problem. Yeah, you guys dry up a little bit. If you want to light up the Franklin stove, that'll definitely dry out your clothes and shit.
Is it
There's
cold
wood and
or?
stuff. Yeah, of course it's cold. Oh, coal? No, it's wood. Wood stove.
No, cold as in brr, cold.
Well, you did get rained on. Yeah, it's a little bit cold.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll check out the stove to see if it's been set.
No roll from Joshua McKay needed to make this archaic piece of shit work, because for him it's like, hey, this looks like a new model I saw in the store the other day.
Yep.
No problem. You get a nice roaring fire going that will dry out your clothes and stuff in no time.
Is there a TV?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, the only electricity seems to be going to lights and shit like that. There's plenty of dead trees with words printed on them and stuff.
Let's start working our way through the house.
Yeah, let's toss the place.
No problem. Tossing the place seems to be super duper easy. There is only one thing of interest inside of this building itself, and that is underneath the bed. There's not even a spot roll needed for it. It's a Vietnam era metal footlocker stowed under the bed. Unfortunately, it seems to be locked with a padlock.
Oh,
Only we had some keys.
Mm-hmm.
Maddox,
Hey-o!
got a lock here.
I attempt to find the key.
It's on there. Can you imagine how much fun this would be if nobody had brought the keys with them? That's right. Everything is fucking locked. But you guys pop it open, and it's got a lot of different contents in it. But on top of the contents is a sealed envelope marked with a triangle in green ink. It's an envelope that holds, you're guessing a letter.
All right. Hand the letter to McKay.
Okay.
He doesn't like to read anything. Would you like to open the letter and risk your immortal soul?
Why not?
There you go. I'll let you read it to the audience.
To whom it may concern, if you are reading this note, it is too late. You are already dying. No. If you are reading this note, I can assume I have died or become incapacitated before I had the courage to complete my final mission. Dun, dun, dun. You will find about 20 gallons of gas in the shed behind this cabin. Pour it into the septic tank beside the cabin and ignite it. You'd be happier if you didn't look inside. Please make sure that the remains are kept from my children. I am so sorry. Earl Foster. So, can I just check something?
What's kept inside? Run that line by me again.
Can I just check something. Who is Earl Foster?
He's the guy whose shit you're supposed to be investigating. I don't know if the name stayed consistent or not, but
No, they did not.
Yeah.
We were investigating a Clyde Borgman.
well, his name is also Earl Foster. Sorry.
Perhaps there's a reason for that.
Yes,
Maybe that's what I did. That
I like
yeah,
that.
The question wasn't
making it all work.
Yeah. The question wasn't necessarily to Logan. It was potentially like
No, I
Russ
like
may have
TJ's
found something in the paperwork for the cabin.
Split personality be good.
No, he could have had it under a different name or something, or one could be his operations name.
I prefer split personality.
So now, also in addition to that, there is a bunch of other shit in the Foot Locker. You guys find the following. If you're wanting to check anything out more thoroughly, you let me know. Reel-to-reel tapes labeled with FBI evidence tags with dates back in the 70s. A cardboard box containing a neatly folded but very bloody man's suit in a plastic bag. A annotated copy of the doctoral dissertation Sky Devils, Archetypical Figures in Native American Mythology by Karen Barr. 3 tear gas grenades manufactured 20 years ago.
Hell yeah.
Hold on, the picture for the next thing here. Yep. I'll show you the picture.
Another hunting sign. We get it.
That would be fucking brilliant if it wasn't her. Take your card, TJ. There it is. It will appear in the bottom middle chunk.
A knife with a
triangle on the blade.
No, it looks more like a runic.
Is that a rune?
P or a runic P.
It's a large iron knife. It appears to be old and rusty. Everybody can give me history rolls on that.
That looks like a thorn, actually. That's the name of that character.
Take a card for knowing the name of a runic character, Russ. How's them history rolls doing?
History. Nope.
However, I fumbled my history roll.
Yes. Make up whatever wild shit sounds fun to you.
That's a Viking sword of great power. It belongs to Eobard the Strong. We must be very careful to deal with that and neutralize it.
I like that, actually. You're thinking that the Vikings must have been a lot shorter than historically they were portrayed to be. Shows all these midget
Was this also a two-hander for
Well,
him?
actually, I was expecting him to say it's a Smurf sword.
I want to play a card, but I have a skill plus 10 that I want to trade to somebody if they got crap cards.
Because the Kepler elves don't like cold iron, so
Can
they're
you switch
good
the
against the
switch
Kepler
the
elves.
There we go.
Yeah. Let me know when you're done with card play, because there's still more stuff in the hidden trunk of mystery. Why must they be so curious about the hidden trunk of mystery?
Here you go. Here's a card. Give me a card.
All right.
Throw that card away.
I can't bring my cards up anymore. There we go.
There's Johnny. You can do it.
All right.
You can do it.
Oh, God damn it.
Put it in. Put it in.
I'm trying, man. It's just there's no room on the desktop, and this thing wants to stay in the window. All right, we got it.
There you go. All right.
All right, so I'm going to ditch the automatic success and counter surveillance because that's been useless the whole module. And I'm going to play a clarity and get all my magic points back.
Nice.
Okay, what's out? What else is in the? We done?
There's still more in the.
No, with card play.
Oh, yeah, I think so. All right, Hidden Chest of Delight, Part 18. In addition to that, There's also a leather pouch. I've gotten a picture of a leather pouch in case you could not visualize what one looks like. There appears to be stuff. Tim
Did I
Rose.
put a trombone in that?
There's stuff inside of that if you want to, if anybody wants to open it and stuff, let them know. Also, there's a sizable file, meaning like papers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's also more bills for the storage unit that you guys have already been to. And that's about it.
Okay. So the dissertation, that was, what was it? Sky Devils and...
I will copy paste that just to make your life a little bit better. Yeah.
There was case evidence.
I forgot
the IRS case evidence.
Figures.
Mm-hmm.
In.
I'd like to go through that.
Case evidence. Hold on, let me find what you're talking about here. Are you talking? Oh, the FBI reel-to-reel tapes.
Yeah, do we have a tape player in this place?
No.
Oh well, fuck.
Light, you may be able to read the magnetics on it.
Right. Anyway, a quick recap of what was in the Foot Locker. Aside from the note, was the reel-to-reel, bloody suit, the doctoral thesis, 3 tear gas grenades made long and long ago, the great sword of the Vikings thing, a leather pouch that has stuff in it, but you have not opened it. Oh, the file, that could have been what Russ was talking about. You are able to read the file.
Yeah, that's
the storage unit. The file itself, it regards the Ventaja Corporation. I'll copy paste all this in seconds. An Argentinian import-export firm dating from 65 to 68. Talks about FBI investigation allegations of weapon smuggling into and out of Miami. The FBI investigation was discontinued, but then they started a more covert surveillance by an unnamed agency that the deceased worked for. The company continued as Foster uncovered financial ties between this company and several accounts mentioned in a World War II era financial watch list called the K Group. They did a raid on the warehouse regarding, which resulted in something called the Steele Formula. There is a Manila folder with that title, but it is empty. Like, those documents are not here. So,
Steele Formula, okay.
Yeah, here's a copy paste of all that information I've quickly gone over. Give me evidence analysis roles, anybody who wants to.
I have.
Yep, make it.
The most interesting thing to you guys is that this dude apparently worked for some sort of secret off-the-books agency.
Yeah.
A green triangle, which is also known as a delta in Greek symbol.
That's right.
A green.
Just take a card, B.
Yeah. It said he was some kind of IRS, like a forensic accountant or something.
I suspect we are agents also for this organization, and we were sent to remove evidence of.